but he is in the media. He's still on your TV and the radio waves. He's on the internet. He can be in anything. And so I said, well, Lord, how can I help him? Then Matthew comes glaring at me. And Matthew always boggles my mind because this particular parable says that there's a sower who goes out and he sows good seed. In verses 37 on for you, scholar, you realize that this parable is explained. We know that the sower is God himself. We know that the good seed is the word of God. We know that the field is the world. But the problem is that he said, let them both grow together. Well, see, that fundamentally goes against all Christian teaching. That fundamentally begins to impact you and me. Now, this may be controversial for you, but I invite you to read Matthew 13 again. If you look at it, it says, let them both grow together. Why? Because the tares mentioned in this text is known as the darnel weed. This weed replicates wheat in its infancy. And it's not until that tear matures that you know it is not wheat. Okay, buckle up. You guys are in Christian education. You're in church school. There's some of us seated here that did not have that opportunity. You have teachers that love you and want to go the extra mile with you. You have mothers and fathers that are sacrificing to make sure that you not only learn of God at home, but that your education includes God as a pivotal part of it. And so here you are here at LIFT. Here you are here to make impact upon your life for the rest of your life. Now, some of you are going to take this opportunity for granted. Others of you are going to grab hold to what is being offered to you. But I'm here this evening to plead with every one of you to remember to keep God's commandment. If you read Revelation 22:14, it says, blessed are they that keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. You see, the keeping of God's commandments is the most important thing that you and I can do. We can obtain good grades. We can even have a nice automobile. We can have fine clothes or fancy homes. But if we don't obey God, it means nothing, because everything on this earth will burn. And God doesn't want you to be part of it. Why is that important to you, Pastor? When I was growing up, I didn't have an opportunity for Christian education. I didn't grow up in the church. I'm not trying to pretend like I was anything else but a sinner that was saved by grace. My dad, when he lost his arm and he had to give up his contract position because he could not keep up with the demand, he ran the business for a while, but he opened up a bar. And, you know, growing up in the bar, you learn a lot of foolish things. You learn a lot of slick things. And you know, guys, I visit a lot of academies. I visit a lot of spots around this area. And guys think they're tough. They think that they're men. See, it doesn't make you a man because you put alcohol up to your lips or a cigarette to your lips. That's not what makes you a man. It doesn't make you a man because you're trying to see how many phone numbers you can get and how many girls that you can get to say they like you. That's not what makes you a man. Manhood comes when you are able to stand on the word of God and not be moved and be steadfast and be firm. Amen. And be able to look another man in the eye and say, I'm not going to do that.